cousin. What's going on, everybody? We radio. Come on.
Hey.
Tracy. Tracy, I'm gonna try to find some Barbra Streisand or some Celine Dion for you tonight. I'm gonna check these crates and see what's going on. I'm gonna try to find it for you.
Can we play them? Aren't they signed?
It's an inside joke.
Huh?
It's an inside joke.
Oh, it's an inside joke. I know, I call myself.
Oh, you was jumping in.
I thought I was trying to be fun. I was trying to give you a way out, but
good job, Dee-Dee.
I tried.
Dee-Dee always got my back, y'all.
I've tried my best. I promise. I'll do it.
Hello, Mr. Red. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. We will be posting information in a second on how you submit. What up, B? My homeboy, known in the world as KIK, doing his thing. We got some good stuff coming up in a minute. I can't wait. Oh. Red, we're in the Chicagoland area. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Benoni. Good job, Benoni.
Hey, Red. I just submitted the information in there for you.
All right, Red. So check it out. It's in here. It's Dee-Dee. So check it out, Dee-Dee Mathis. You just submitted it. Check it out and make sure you adhere to that. And we'll talk to you soon. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Whenever you chime in, it's always appreciated.
We ready?
But sure, I can be.
Ooh.
I mean, I really wasn't, but...
You're totally tuned in to We Radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen here on the EdgeOnAir.com, a Via On Air network station. I am Dee-Dee, Mrs. Brysen, my turntable sister, and I am so stoked to be hanging out with you guys. I know I'm using her verbiage. That's usually her line. She usually refers to me as the turntable sister, but you know, right?
I thought you meant for the stoked part. I was like,
no, the stoked is all me. That's all me all day, all the time. I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Brysen, all right, tell me about the first week of school. Tell me about your weekend. What we missed? Bring us up to speed.
We are almost in week 3 of school.
I know.
Man.
All the personalities are presenting now. All the representatives have disappeared, and now you got all the real folk.
For the most part, you know, they're doing okay. You know, it's always some shenanigans somewhere. Somebody got to be on some garbage somewhere. Stuff stemming from the summer, or you know, some event or whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. You know, trying to help the youngins, trying to help the future prepare for the future.
There you go.
Just trying to keep them going, man. Trying to keep them going. Other than that, man, last week we weren't here in the studio.
No.
We were live, but we were out. And if you saw my hashtag, it was we out.
Yes.
And we had the opportunity to awesome, and probably a million more awesomes after that opportunity to kick back with Opal Staples.
Oh my gosh.
Inspiration
she's so
at a
amazing.
bar. And we were at the Bracket Bar last week. She put on a nice set. Shout out to Opal. Shout out to her musicians. Shout out to her background singers and everybody
and her hubby
who helped make that event a success. What's up, Mark? Keep supporting your wife. Y'all keep doing big things, and you know we are always here. Shout out to Chris Bates. He was in the building.
And Dr. Ron.
Dr. Ron was in the building. Yeah. There were so many other people in the building. So I mean, it was a very, very nice event. It was awesome. You guys, Opal Staples, you probably heard her name. And Staples, people ask often, oh, Staples, yeah. Yes. She is a part of the legendary Staples family.
Yeah.
She's doing her own thing. She was recently a contestant, killed it on Sunday Best.
Yes.
She's back home, killing it back home.
Okay.
And making it happen. So look out for more from Opal. And if you want to keep up with her, check her out at opalstaples.com. Outside of that, I had a chance to kick back at the Pearl Fest.
Okay.
Mixed and mingled with a few folks. That was cool. And to top my weekend off, as y'all can probably hear, I sound like a little snuffleupagus. So I'm going to be doing less talking today. And every year around this time, man, hay fever kicks in for me big time. And no matter what I do, I'm never ready. So this is what it is on today. And I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best now.
That's what's up.
I'm going to do my best. We got some special guests coming in.
Yes.
We got our conversation piece. But before we do that, we want to see what's cracking with Dee-Dee.
You know what? I had a wonderful time hanging out
What's up,
with the Opal Staples event. I did miss the We Radio family, like the interaction that we do. And I will tell you, I think as much as I enjoyed that event, I think for me, the biggest highlight after the event was like the messages that I got from We Radio family that missed interacting with us on the show. That reached out and was just like, hey, how you doing? Just wanted to say hi. It just touched my heart to know my We Radio family has missed like interacting with me as much. They really like me, right? That they miss interacting with us as much as I miss interacting with them. I will tell you, I had a blast though last Wednesday. Opal puts on a phenomenal show. Her background singers are amazing.
Do you have a favorite song that she performed?
Oh my gosh. I cannot get out of my head. Well, I love the song that her and her husband did at the very end that he just wrote.
They was all romantical.
They were all romantical, but the song that keeps playing in my head over and over again is Indy Hip-Hop song, Get High Off Our Own Supply. And the Staple Singers remake, Do It Again, that they did.
No, that was my favorite. They killed that.
Oh, they
you
killed
can tell
it,
that was in the blood. Like that's in the blood.
Oh my God.
Do It Again.
Did the whole fool is what she did.
I forgot that I was kind of like working.
Right.
Had a strict thing that I was supposed to be focusing on. No, I was at the show. I was at the show.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Hello, Yolanda Carter.
I'm telling you, it was a really and the venue was so cute. It was just it was a nice little kickback place, right? I really liked it. I was like, I will have to come back here again and check it out. I will say that they weren't ready for the crowd that they got, because they weren't ready for a Wednesday crowd where the house was packed from one end to the other. They didn't know it was gonna be like that. So they wasn't ready. But I will tell you, the food was decent. And the food was decent. The venue was really cozy and cute.
So you probably didn't know, but they sold out of chicken.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
So the food, I heard the food was very, very good.
It was.
The chicken, they sold out of chicken. And I mean, she packed the place. She sold out the place. She did. So they weren't ready, and that's a good thing.
Right.
Now they'll be ready. I mean, you stay
next
ready,
time,
you don't have to get ready.
There you
go.
But
she did it. And she did the thing.
Yeah, just to let y'all know. So, but if y'all ever hear, whenever you hear that she is in concert, that she's performing, if you can get a ticket, make it happen. I'm going to tell you, it's bar none. It was an amazing, intimate music night, and you just felt like, and she's so down to earth. Like, you felt like you were just hanging out with your friends. It was awesome. So I will tell you, I had a great time. I missed all of y'all though. Hey Rico, I missed hanging out with all of y'all. So I'm super stoked to be hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm super stoked that our virtual bartender will be hanging out with us real soon. Bae, she's gonna be hanging out with us. I know she will, because she reached out to me even last week and was like, just want to say hi. So I know she'll be dropping in as soon as she can to serve us those drinks and you know, the food trucks and all of that good jazz. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm looking forward to a little rap tat chit chat, as Brysen says. I'm looking forward to it. So for tonight's topic, you want to tell them about our guest? Or before I tell them about the topic for tonight?
Yeah. In a few minutes, guys, in the building, we got, y'all get the drummer song. Get the drummer
literally.
Song. Right. Jerade the Drummer, he's dope, man. He's not just a drummer, he's a multi-talented artist who has done a whole bunch of stuff across the Chicagoland area and beyond. He's performed at a variety of festivals and engagements and lounges with a number of artists, you know, that are popping. Trust me, popping. He's in the building, and we're going to talk to him, see what's going on with him. Check out his joint, I Gotta Go. A little something for the city of Chicago and beyond. So Stay tuned. He'll be in here in a minute. Jerade the Drummer. Go check him out on Instagram, social media, at Jerade the Drummer.
So I'm excited because we're you know what, we're gonna be a little seasonal. We're going to be talking about things that teachers wish the parents knew, things that parents wish the teachers knew. We're going to be talking about helpful hints, ways that you can get your students equipped for this school year outside of the school supplies, because there's so many other things, so many other nuanced things that need to happen for your kids to be successful throughout the school year and throughout their scholastic career. And so we're going to talk about tonight we're going to, you know, iron sharpens iron. So we're going to, you know, talk amongst ourselves and talk about some things that you have found that were helpful, or things that you learned along the way, or if you're learning along the way, things that you're wondering about, concerned about, you know, things that you'd like to see, you know, markedly improved with, you know, your children or your students. We want to talk about those tonight. So I'm so super stoked, because I know that we have some teaching professionals that join us weekly, and I know that we have parents that join us weekly, some seasoned parents, some newer parents, and a little bit of everything in between. So I feel like tonight is going to be a really good conversation night. I'm super stoked about it. We have some more great music coming up. We have music by Cal Marshall. We have music coming up by Lovely. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This one with this is that one. My thoughts. Oh my gosh, I love that one. We have music coming up by Kiva and Kia Harper and so much more. You don't want to miss it. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all, if you are not tuned in on Facebook Live and you don't know how to find us, here's how. You can either find us through the original Brysen, you can find us through the Edge on Air, you can find us through Sounds of Delight. Either one of those Facebook pages, or Dee-Dee Mathis, either one of those Facebook pages are going to get you to tonight's conversation where you can join. And I will tell you, for the most part, you probably won't be as involved online at the Edge on Air in the conversation that we have overall as you will if you're on Facebook Live, because that conversation is handled real time. And when we're talking on the Edge, most of the time you're getting the updates of what's going on as we're discussing it Facebook Live. So if you want to be a part of the whole conversation, you don't want to miss it, you want to join us either through the Edge on Air Facebook Live, through the original Brysen, or Sounds of Delight, Dee-Dee Mathis. Either one of those are going to get you where you need to go. That having been said, let's do it to it. Brysen, you ready? Mm-hmm. All right.
Can you post that, can you put a pin in that, can you put a pin in the post for the submissions? So check it out. Send your music to theedgeonair.com. Submit at theedgeonair.com. Submit at theedgeonair.com. Submit at theedgeonair.com. Then you also send it to, if you really want it to be played, you send it to We Radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen at gmail.com. We Radio, that's OUI Radio with Dee-Dee, D-E-E, and Brysen, B-R-Y-S-E-N, at gmail.com, okay? We Radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen at gmail.com. We're going to pin it, so hang tight, pay attention. We posted it a couple times already. But make sure you stay tuned. Make sure your music is profanity free. Make sure it's radio edit. Make sure it's clean. If it's not, it won't get played, period. okay? Make sure you post, make sure you include, even in the MP3 file, the actual MP3 file, make sure you title your music correctly with the title of the song and then your show name, your stage name. We have a lot of concerns with artists whose music is not labeled correctly. So it might be track 1, it might be track 6 in here, it might be some random stuff, or it might just have the title of the song, we don't know who the artist is. So if you want your shout outs and your credit and all of those things for people to follow you, make sure you label your stuff right. Alright? We got y'all. We got y'all. Ken, what's up, cousin? Hey, Carolyn, how are you, sweetie? What's going on, everybody? Wheat Radio in the building. The bar, what's going on? I'm so glad you tuned in. Much love to you and your family. Always. What's up, Chris Bates, David, Tawana, Divine? What's up, Red? Hey, Cruz. Highest Low, coming soon. Hey, Benoni, Cheryl Hagler, thank you for tuning in. Brandy, what's going on? Hey, Tracy. Lusky in the building. Hello, Yolanda Carter. Hey, JJ, Rico Lamar, what we talking about? Crystal, where you been? It's been a long time. Hey, Candace. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got so much coming up. I'm going to try to sit over here and be still and be quiet because this right here ain't sexy. So. In the meantime, we're going to get started with our conversation piece. School is back in session. Everybody's back in session. CPS goes back next week. So everybody's in school mode all the way across the board. How do you prepare your shorty to deal with school? What are some of the necessary preparations that you take other than school shopping, other than, school clothes, supplies and stuff like that? What are some of the ways that you prepare your shorty to go to school and to have a successful and productive school year? What do you do? What do you do? I'm in there with them all day long, so I just be trying to keep my own sanity.
So since you are in there with them all day long, what are some things that you wish parents did do to help their kids prep for the school year?
Discipline your children. Parents do not discipline their kids anymore. Parents do not teach their kids manners anymore. Manners are free, for the free. There's no charge for manners, and manners get you a long way in life. A lot of kids don't have that anymore. It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Lacking the please and the thank yous, the excuse me's, just kind of respecting your elders and, their space, if it's an older lady or older gentleman, is before, just all of those things that we were taught. I mean, it's a few, and I'm not saying, but I got a school with 4,000 kids, so I see what's more prevalent, obviously. But I do try to be attentive to those who are doing right. But overall, just our youth in general, in school, out of school, whatever, manners. 100 crews, I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you. Cheryl's a school teacher. So Cheryl, share some of the feelings or the thoughts that you have and some of the things that you observe. Wish for, hope for, don't see, don't want to see, whatever. Cheryl says, I feel you have to be consistent. Manners are very important. I'm telling you, man, they get you just about everywhere in life.
They open so many doors.
I'm telling you, our young men, and even our young ladies nowadays, but even more so our young men, you have to learn how to shake somebody's hand, have a firm grip, look somebody in the eye, you know what I mean? It's out the window, Jack. There are a few. But social media has ruined the youngins. Carolyn says, hey Brysen, hey Dee-Dee. Gonna love this topic. I still teach mine from the old school days. Yeah, Carolyn, I believe that because you're old school. You're old school, and that's gonna benefit your young daughters tremendously. Your young ladies tremendously. So that's awesome. That's very awesome.
I think that's very key. I will say when my kids were in school, I really try. I definitely, school or home, everywhere we went, they, manners and all of that were, instilled in them. But I think one of the things that I've tried to implement, not just with my children, but now even with the Nan babies, is to try to encourage them, like to give them words of encouragement, like on their way out the door, you know, as they're going into the school, or, you know, even in their lunch bag, or, you know, in their book bag or something, a little note that they can find, just a little word of encouragement, you know, that they can do it, that they, you know, that they're not alone, you know, that they're a valuable person, you know, that they, you know, that their efforts are seen, you know, just kind of words of affirmation, you know, to kind of like keep them motivated. I think that's really key. Like our standard parting for my Nan babies is go be awesome because you are awesome. So every day they're told that when they get ready to get out of the car, you know, go be awesome. Don't, you know, go act like you're awesome. Go behave yourself in a manner that shows off your awesomeness. You know, that you're an awesome listener. You're an awesome participant. You're awesome, you know, at, you know, being a kind person, a respectful person. Go be awesome. You already are awesome. Go out there and live it. Go live that out. So.
Cheryl says we need to work together, parents, teachers, and children. Cheryl, what are some of the things that you experience? What are some of the things that you've experienced in the classroom that you would like to see improvement on? Elaborate on working together. Chris says each one, teach one, bring back the basics of raising children. Y'all chiming in. It's an investment into the future, our children themselves. You're right, Chris Bates, I agree. Sandra, hey, Auntie.
Very true.
All right, Cheryl, I see you. Start a vision letter. Ask parents what do they expect from their children this school year. I like that. Ask parents what do they expect from their children this school year. Learn that in a workshop today. Cool. We don't officially start school till Tuesday. Right, yeah, CPS starts next week. Ask the parents what they expect from their children. I like that.
That's good, because that has the right. I'm taking that one home, because I feel like I hadn't heard that before, like right now, but that makes so much sense, because I mean it helps them to chart a path. It helps them to not only to chart a path, but to put one in place with the child. You know, hey, this is what I want to see you accomplish this school year. This is what, you know, this is why. You know, I try to have conversations with the Nan babies and let them know why education is so important. I try to give them the down the road conversation. You know, the things that you're doing right now are the building blocks that are being put in place for you to be able to take care of yourself when you're a grown-up, because you are going to be a grown-up one day, and you're going to need to be able to take care of yourself. And these things that you are learning, this education that you're getting right now, is to be able to set things in place so that you will be able to be successful as an adult. Your parents' job is to work themselves out of a job. So ultimately, you know, their job is to work themselves out of a job, and working themselves out of a job is you taking care of yourself. So ultimately, every time you go to school, you're going to school as an investment in yourself. You know, so we have those kind of conversations. You're going to school is you putting the building blocks in place for your future, for the day that when you grow up and you move out on your own, so you can take care of yourself. I like that.
Would you like to
She said you're awesome. I will. I was just about to.
Let this commercial roll through and bring it back at the top.
All right.
Fowler! Hey,
crazy, babe. This is crazy. 18-8.
Prime Men's Salons. Something new for men. A high-end salon offering handcrafted haircuts and a wide array of grooming services.
I always
including
expected
beard trims,
excellent
hair
children. My
coloring,
mom
waxing,
expected the
facial
same thing.
treatments, manicures, and
That's what's
relaxing
up,
scalp
man.
treatments that also help with hair loss prevention. Try our signature service. The
Slow but,
executive haircut
slow but steady
starting
where's the
with
break?
a
That's what they
5-minute
tell
head,
me.
neck, and shoulder
Come on
massage.
in. Ron, you want to slide your
After
chair over
the
here?
haircut, our guests
Chair, we already had
receive
you
another
sit.
scalp cleanse and conditioner followed by a hot
If you
towel
have
finish
your
and
ringers
styling.
on, now it's time to
18
turn those off.
What's up, sir?
different experience than any other haircut. Everything
so
we do
much.
is
I
geared
really
toward the
appreciate
hair and
you.
Hey,
grooming
friend.
needs of men.
How you doing there?
Just like
What's your
you,
name?
you'll receive
Rob.
an exceptional
All right.
haircut that looks
Nice to
great
meet you.
and lasts longer. We
Okay.
promise to transform you so you leave the salon looking, feeling, and performing
on
better.
in.
Visit our Lombard location and mention this ad
So you guys
for free
perform together?
grooming service with
Well,
an
actually,
executive
in
haircut.
one of my
18
bands
Prime
that
Men's
I play
Salons.
with.
Oh, you said
Visit
one.
us
of my
today.
bands.
Yeah.
How many bands are there?
Like
Oh, okay. Slide on over. I promise I won't bite you. When we go live on air, we'll have to share the mic.
3. Believe me, I was out there like,
They coming to get me. Listen, you talking all this smack. You know you talking to. He don't know you're talking to the wrong one. Okay, somebody better talk.
My name is Jane West. I'm just over here pushing buttons or
Pushing buttons
whatever.
or whatever.
I saw him was like, ooh, I like that dress she got on.
Hey, thank you. Oh, sookie now. I was about to say, I'm gonna bite you unless you want me to. I guess you listen, huh?
Let me get a little closer.
I like
Let me get a little closer
Come
there.
over here, then.
Look at Dee-Dee. I can't bring nobody up in here.
Listen, don't hate the player, hate the game. It is what it is. It ain't what it ain't.
Ain't no hate at all. Hate at all. I ain't rating no blaming on nobody else for rating that.
So, just to bring y'all up to speed, every week we have what we call a conversation piece, and we, the We Radio family, talk about said conversation piece. So, in light of our current season of going back to school,
Truly
our
do we.
conversation piece for this week
What's
is
up,
all
honey?
geared around
Truly do we.
equipping kids for school with, the things that they need outside of school class, the things that they need to be successful outside
What's
of
up?
school
What's
supplies.
up? Sorry I couldn't make it the other week. It was my birthday,
We
and
always think about the
some of my
tools
folks
that
had
they
kind of
need,
snatched
but
me
there are
away to
things
do
that
some
they
other
need.
stuff.
And
But I
we
thought
don't
about
really
it.
talk about those things.
Saw the
So this
pictures,
is the
loved
opportunity to
it.
have that conversation, right? Because
Definitely
it's
still
gonna be
rolling.
fun.
Looking forward to the next event.
Oh, good. That's what's up.
He teaches daycare.
Oh, okay.
You teach daycare karate? Oh, you be having
Nice.
And music.
What? Oh, that's what's up. Okay, Ron, I see you. Okay, so, now I'm messing with stuff. They gonna put me out of this building yet? That's what's gonna happen. Okay, so, what was I gonna say? So basically, most of our conversation will take place Facebook Live. Okay.
What's up,
So
Steph?
we'll kind of read out loud the comments that we're seeing as they come through.
We
And
got
we'll
Jerade
talk
the
about
Drummer in
we'll
the
talk about
building.
it as we go.
Over there representing the Bulls. We bleed red. We see red.
That's me too.
The Bulls. One of the suggestions that we got just recently, in the conversation, which I thought was really key, was for the parents to start a vision letter. Ask parents, what do they expect from their children this school year? Which I thought was
Come
really
on,
intriguing
Rob. You
because,
don't
like, we always put
care.
all the onus kind of on the kids. Like, we give them their tools and we send them off and expect them to come back and just get the education. Go do it. But it's a partnership. We know it's supposed to be a partnership.
Y'all
but
stay on them, them
we don't
boys, for
always
real.
act like it's a partnership. So I thought that was really key. So I'm gonna let y'all think about it because y'all just kind of enjoy it. And we'll talk about it later on. And what's your views on it?
We gave y'all a light topic today.
Yeah, we were
Usually it's a
real
little,
nice.
it's a little
We were
deeper.
real
We didn't know
rude.
if y'all was ready.
I actually think that's probably the deepest topic. I was in Wendy's earlier,
Okay.
and the security guard they were talking about it's a loss generation. You think the generation itself is lost. And where would they get lost at if not school and education system? Isn't our job for education to teach them how to even be better than us? How is it a lost generation? So I feel like there's a lot of non-conversations. Conversations not being had at school. Like they go to school to eat sometimes, they go to school to survive, but they weren't really properly educated in how to.
Which song you want me to play?
Okay. So, I think that's you have some views on that as well. Okay. Let me see if I can. I'm trying not to lose the speed, but I want to look at. Okay. Cool.
What's up, Junior? Facebook Live, what's going on, everybody? We radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen, the edgeonair.com. I'll be on Air Network Station. We in the building. Check Dee-Dee out at Sounds of Delight. You can check me out at the original Brysen. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. We got Jerade the Drummer in the building. We got my man Rod in the building. These guys got something going on. They're in here already talking about building the future, working with the community. So it's going to be exciting. Tell somebody. Matter of fact, hit the share button.
There you go.
Hit the share button, and then you tell somebody else to hit the share button. Start a trend. Start a trend. You know, listen, just how y'all trending about these daggone Chick-fil-A's and these Popeyes chicken sandwiches, trend about We Radio. Because I just want to believe that We Radio might be just a little more important than some daggone chicken sandwiches. Release the chicken coonery. Release the chicken coonery. Okay?
That should be a hashtag.
Tell your friends, Truly Dewey. Release the chicken coonery. Alright? It's all a game. It's all a game. We got bigger problems in the world to figure out which chicken is the best. I'm just saying, I mean, if you're hungry, just go eat. Bless him. Could you start right there? Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Your mama's chicken. Your auntie's chicken. See, I'm talking. We lie. My bad.
You are totally tuned into We Radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen. We are already having a ball in here with Jerade and Ra. And we are also kicking it already pretty hard with our We Radio family on Facebook Live. And I want to remind everybody that's out there in the Edgeland, if you have not tuned in to Facebook Live to be a part of this conversation, it is not too late. You can find us either through the Edge on Air, through the original Brysen, or you can also find us through Sounds of Delight or Dee-Dee Mathis. Hey, Tawana, how you doing? And we are talking tonight about things that we need to equip the children with for school. And we're not talking about school supplies. We're not talking about clothes and shoes. We know the new hairdo and the new haircut and all of that. We know we make sure that all of those boxes are checked off before they go to school. There are other nuanced things that we need to be doing to make sure that our children are successful in their scholastic career and in their school year this year. And so we're talking about tonight, what are some things that we can be doing that will actually equip them for the school year ahead. And I have to tell you, my favorite comment that I have seen thus far is for teachers to have the parents to write a vision statement of what they would like to see their children accomplish for the school year this year. I have to tell you, I find like such an impressive concept, because we ultimately, we know we're kicking them out the door to go to school, we're going to work, or we're doing whatever it is that we're going to do during that same time. And when we come in, did you do your homework? You got to get a bath. You got to, you do whatever it is you got to do so you can get ready for the next day. But do we have a vision in place that they can kind of see, hey, I'm making progress, I'm headed toward what I'm supposed to be accomplishing for the school year? Or are we just sending them out the door and hoping for the best? So I really like the idea of having parents write a vision statement of what it is that you want to see your kids accomplish. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's very good.
Jerade, say hi to the good people. Go ahead, say hi to them.
Chi-Town in the house. How you doing?
Jerade the Drummer. We got Ra. Yeah.
We got Ra in the house. Say hi, Ra.
What up, Chicago? We in here. We doing it.
We are having a blast already. I will tell you, I am so stoked. It's not too late for you to join the Facebook Live conversation, and we will be picking on Mr. Jerade a little bit later. Mr. Jerade the Drummer. We will be picking on him because he has more to give us than drumming. And we're going to be listening to his latest single. We're going to be talking to him about what he's doing, what he's up to, what he wants to be doing. And we're going to be talking with our We Radio family about this topic and so much more. Of course, and as usual, and in case I didn't mention it, we're going to be listening to some of the greatest music that you never heard.
Period.
How about that?
Yeah,
Period, Pooh.
Yeah, and make sure you guys keep it locked. Facebook family, tune in. Check Dee-Dee out at Sound of the Light. Check me out at The Original Brysen. Facebook family right here. We see you guys. Thank you so much for your support. Hit the share button. We like the likes. We love the loves. We even are just fascinated with the shares. So go ahead and hit the share button. Stay tuned in. Before we go, I want to shout out two folks with comments. Maritza said it's always good to have the kids make a vision board for themselves also.
Oh, I like that.
And then Carolyn says, I always have my girls write goals that they want to achieve for each marking period. Carolyn is old school because she called it a marking period.
There you go. Real old school. Real old school.
So take notes, parents. Take notes, parents. We got to go back to the old landmark, as the old folks used to say. And get it back for our babies. We got to, because no one else is going to do it clearly.
Exactly. I will say some of the other comments that we heard at the very beginning of the discussion was, make sure that your kids are, at home and everywhere else they go, that is being instilled into them the importance of using their manners.
Oh, amen.
That was basically the beginning of the conversation. 3-4 people were like, hey, they need to have manners. They need to utilize their manners. They don't. They need to be respectful. They're not. And this is really key because honestly, the manners opens the doors to so many things that people unexpectedly open. Just because you're polite, just because you're courteous, just because you're well behaved, it will open doors that you didn't even know you wanted open. But they have to utilize them. They might use them at home with you, but are they using them when they walk out the door? They might use them in front of you, I should say. But they might not be using them everywhere else. You want to make sure that they understand that they need to be utilizing them everywhere they go. I will say this. One thing, a lady that I go to church with, really sweet lady, really, she's more of a sister than a friend. But one of the things that she said to me that was really key, and I was like, dang, I wish I'd have met you when my kids were younger, so I could have been more effective with the information you just gave me. And she said, you need to make sure, although you look at your child and you see a prince or a princess, you need to understand that when they walk out of that door, they need to be able to interact with the rest of the world at the rest of the world's currency of interaction. The rest of the world is not looking at them and seeing your little prince or your little princess. They're seeing a little kid. They're seeing a kid and not their kid. So you want them to be able to interact in the world that they are in, at that world's currency, and be able to be successful. You don't want other people looking at your kid and seeing a spoiled brat, because if they do, they write off your kid. They write off your kid. So you want to make sure that even though that's a prince or a princess to you, that you teach them how to be a good citizen. So I will tell you that really, I think I always taught my kids to, be well-mannered, but I think that there's a nuance of difference in that, because I think it's more. I think it says more. I think you need to do more. I think they need to know more in order to be, successful and interacting with the world around them successfully. And manners is a start, but it's not the end. Okay? That I feel like.
And also to piggyback off of that, respect.
Exactly.
Definitely respect, and even after respect, humility.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a word that's not really used too much amongst our community, but humbleness gets you a long way. And not saying that when you are humble that you have to be passive
mm-hmm.
or anything like that, but you do have to recognize, like you said, that you're not somebody's spoiled brat, that you
right.
are looked at and perceived in a different way in society, differently than you are from your mom or your dad.
Right.
So humbleness definitely goes a long way. this is a scripture that says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, then then you will hear from heaven, and he will heal the land. And that's something that definitely needs to take place amongst, and not even just in our community, amongst the world, period.
Yeah.
Humbleness, and we need for our land to be healed.
Amen.
Yeah. I'll tell you like what my mom told me, and she's put it like this: "You're only cute to me," and that's what she always say. People's kids is only cute to them. I was at a seminar one time for marketing, but they said something that stuck with me for my 21st birthday. I want to say in 2014. And they said your job when it comes to just engaging with people is to be a pleasure to work with. And so as I've been teaching in schools for the last 3-4 years now, I tell my kids, that's your job. You know, parents always would tell you that school is your job. I go to work, school is your job, but they don't know their job details.
Right.
Your job details is to be a pleasure to work with. If the teachers enjoy you, if the lunch lady enjoy you, the security guards, everybody, that's going to get you so much further in life, because everybody's going to like you. They're going to be magnetized. So just having that character skill, like you said, the manners and the charisma goes so far.
And definitely being positive.
Okay.
Because when you are positive, positive things happen.
This is true.
And it's like whatever you put out into the earth, that's exactly what's going to come back to you. So that's why even when you go through your ups and your downs, no one controls the way you handle it but yourself. So
well, hello.
Definitely look at things on the positive side, because like I said, into each life some rain must fall, but joy will come in the morning.
Oh my gosh, snap, amen. Okay, so that was Jared, and he was just dropping a little knowledge right there. So what do you think his raps consist of? I'm just wondering. I mean, I'm gonna let y'all ponder that for a minute. We're going to play a little bit of music. We're gonna go back to Facebook Live for a while, and we're gonna come back to theedgeonair.com shortly, and we're gonna be talking about with Jared what his music consists of and what his inspiration is when he writes, and all kinds of stuff that you don't know we're gonna talk about yet.
All right, I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
All right, stay tuned, guys. Keep it locked. We radio, theedgeonair.com.
All right. So what I missed, I love it. I'm telling you, I love this. I love this.
Or visit 530 South State Street to learn how you can make your television and radio a reality. Don't take my word for it. Check out what some industry professionals.
So guys, you got some of it. You know, we're getting this ball rolling. You've heard from Jared. You've heard from Rob. You've heard from Dee-Dee. You've heard from me. You actually heard from everybody in the studio in the first hour of the show.
That never happened.
That never happened.
Never happened.
So what are your thoughts?
History.
Continue to share. Right. I know, right? Mark this. It's a part of civil rights right here. Carolyn said it's the teacher's job to teach our kids not to do what the parents should have done in the home. So, parents, get your kids together so they can be productive students, therefore being productive citizens. Parents, you know what you need to do? Because I work in the school every day. Go to curriculum night. That stuff is important. Go to PTA meetings. Go to parent-teacher conferences. Do those things. Go to all of those things that pertain to your kids. Go to the meeting that the superintendent is holding. That way you can't say you never knew. But you're going to have the biggest attitude when XYZ comes this way or whatever happens. Go to the meetings. It don't cost you nothing. More than likely they're going to feed you too. Or they're going to give you some type of parting gift, but the best parting gift is to know how these folks are educating your student or what they're providing for your kid. Go to the meetings. An hour, you can spare an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Go to these meetings, they're very important.
Okay, so I thought, and I sent these to Brysen, and I think I'm going to share a couple of these with you guys. I kind of was looking at this conversation from both, trying to look at it from both the parent and the teacher's viewpoints of things that they, you know, some nuanced things that sometimes get lost, you know, throughout the school year. So let's start from the parent's perspective. And this is, I want to say this writing was a little tongue-in-cheek, so I need y'all to not, you know, don't get your super serious Don't get your super serious draws on. I need y'all to not. I want y'all to bear in mind that people are still people. Okay, so here's what one parent wrote. She said that she wishes that teachers would consider, and this is kind of, she's saying, I'm speaking on behalf of parents everywhere. This is some things that I wish the teachers would consider. She says, family life is busy. We support our children's education, but sometimes it's hard to fit everything in. We're trying to balance work, meals, lessons, sports, family time, laundry, whatever. Please remember this, when my child's project is a little late because I couldn't get to the store to purchase the materials. Because sometimes it's just a matter of there are so many things that are going on at home that everything can't be fit in. Rome was not built in a day. The next one was, you can make or break my child's self-esteem with your words and actions. Because the truth of the matter is, we all know that everybody don't like everybody. Okay? So the parent was saying, you hold an incredible amount of power over children's self-confidence and belief in their ability to succeed. Remember, your students are watching, listening, and discovering their sense of value through your eyes. Children always know if you like them or not. Children are incredibly perceptive. We understand that you're not going to like every child. However, we ask you to look beyond the negative behaviors and habits. All children are precious, no matter the obstacles they may throw your way. We want to be the parent, not the teacher. Assign homework for concepts students have already mastered in school. We don't mind answering the occasional question, helping our kids study for tests, or even taking them to purchase the supplies for the projects. We just don't want to be the one making that volcano ourselves. Children's grades do not define them. Children are wonderful little humans. Each child is unique in his special talents, interests, and abilities. Regardless of whether or not my child fits in the box of the school, please allow her or him to be herself and shine in her own light. Most importantly, the parent-teacher relationship is based on trust. We must trust each other to have positive intent in any given situation, even for those who assign or assign reading lines. We're all in this together. So those are some comments that one parent said, if I had to
from
speak.
A page or
Right.
website or link?
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
That sounds like a lot of excuses.
It sounds like a lot of
It
excuses.
sounds like a lot of
Do you?
excuses.
You think so?
And that's how children end up being enabled. That's how parents enable their children, because you're providing excuses for them off top. If the assignment is due on this day and I've given you ample time, most teachers, majority of teachers, it's a syllabus that's already sent out for one. And then whatever time frame that assignment is supposed to be worked on, supposed to be due, you had time to work on it. So don't provide your child with an excuse because you have to do laundry or have to do sports or do X, Y, Z, because at the end of the day, you're doing what every other family is doing in the world. Every other legit, decent family, that's what you're doing. So don't get your child in the habit of being late, of procrastination. Don't do that. Get it in on time. That builds character. That builds responsibility in your child. That's just me though.
Okay.
I'm regular.
She says just me though. I'm regular. Okay. So what about the portion where she said children's grades do not define them? What's your response to that?
What else does she say with that?
She said children are wonderful little human beings. Each child is unique in their special talents, interests, and abilities. Regardless of whether my child fits in the box of school, please allow her or him to shine in their own light.
Well, yeah, that has nothing to do with grades. I mean, they are great. They are talented. Everybody brings something different to the table, and you magnify those talents, and you work on the weaknesses. You build on the weaknesses. Do their grades define them? No, not necessarily, because they might just not get it. I mean, but if they're putting forth their best effort, I mean, you try your best. You go with me all day.
Okay.
I kind of disagree with that.
Oh, what do you think?
Not that your grades really define you, but everything is basically a test. Sometimes life is a test, and you are great whether you pass or fail. So sometimes they say there are no right or wrong answers, but then sometimes it's pinpoint and So if you are studying and you're doing everything that you're supposed to actually be doing, then it's actually set up for you to get a passing grade. Because each day showing up, you get an A just from showing up. And then when you put in the effort to do the work, if you're actually taking time, like I said, and studying and doing what you're supposed to do, there's no reason why you shouldn't get at least 80% of the knowledge. And then if you need somebody to work with you, that's what they have to after school programs and things so forth. And sometimes the teacher may even have a little bit of time just to spend on your child. Just to provide an individual learning.
So you think every day when they walk into school, they start with an A and then the grade dwindles down?
You start with the A, and then your work ethic. That's what takes it. That's what maintains that A. Work ethic. So if you're not working up to par, like you taking tests and they giving you quizzes and stuff like that. The notes are right there for you. And yeah, I think it's best for you to succeed.
Okay, but some children don't test well. Some children really don't test well, either because they have issues with understanding how the test is written, or because they panic when they're taking the test. I know for myself, I was one of those people where you put a test in front of me and everything goes blank. Everything, and now I'm second guessing everything that I think is right. And when I get done with the test, I second guessed 2/3 of it. Some of it didn't get done half the time because I was second guessing the first part of it, going back because I thought this was the right answer, but you know what? Maybe this wasn't the right answer. Maybe that was the right answer because I've frozen up and I freaked out. Everybody doesn't test well, so testing is not necessarily effective in determining whether or not the kid actually got the concept, because a lot of people panic when they get those tests. Grown people. I literally just got off the phone with my niece who's finishing up school, cosmetology school. She's way up there towards the top of the class. But I will tell you, every time she goes to take a test, she's like, I don't know whether or not I'm going to pass this at all, because I freak out and I go blank. I totally go blank. What happens is what happens.
I can speak on my experiences from that. I actually went to a very elite high school, and I ran into some of the same problems. I would be in the top of my class, but I would test poorly. So what I found is that there are ways tests are done. You have to understand how to take the test. Children should be taught to take the test well. Fortunately, corporate America or business America still looks at that.
They're looking at those tests as the end-all be-all.
And it's socio-economic bias. So they purposely don't teach it to certain socio-economic classes, and then that's how we get filtered out a lot of the time. But we do have to start teaching our kids how to test better, because I know a lot of people who actually have A's but aren't smart. They're the reverse of them. And so yeah, in that sense, grades are actually lies, because they don't actually know the knowledge. However, they're getting the admission to the job, to the college, and so forth. So that's an issue we have to address. We can't just say that we don't know how to test, because I had to learn myself. I almost failed out myself, but I had to learn, when I read a question, a sentence structure, this type of syntax means they want this answer. I just had to figure it out, and that has to be taught. So we have to teach children how to take tests. I went to Huntington Learning Center.
Okay, so every parent don't have Huntington Learning Center. Money though. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I wanted to send my kids. I ain't got that kind of money. Didn't have that kind of money.
So when they do have more local tutoring, like, so I'm from the east side of Chicago, east side, like deep east, on the other side of Stony Island. There's a little tutoring center. Right, exactly. They got a little tutoring center set up there. They actually have teachers who went to Ivy League schools who volunteer all the time. But we do have to start addressing that issue. That is a major factor, that they will let us fail out, and it's not our fault. We literally don't know how to take tests because they don't tell the socioeconomic work. So we have to address that, and we have to learn how to learn. Some kids just don't know that we need to sit down and pay attention and be quiet and take notes. When the teacher's talking, I should always be taking notes. I should never be speaking to the teacher. Some kids don't know that. They think it's about going back and forth with the teacher, but they have no clue that they don't know the subject matter. Be quiet, just take the notes, and then at the end say, hey, when you said that, I didn't understand that. I have this in my notes. They do need to be taught that today. So that's just issues me personally. I actually address within my teaching school. So I understand that everybody can't do it personally. Like you said, everybody wasn't fortunate me to do a Hunter to Learn program. So I use that to actually teach the kids. So I myself go and teach my open group what that is. And each one teach one also to piggyback.
We heard each one teach one earlier.
Proper preparation against poor performance.
Now the sun don't shine.
Here,
Black rose grows while the sun don't shine. Found beauty in the struggle.
Okay.
So still I rise.
What we missing over there?
Everybody's sharing their thoughts amongst each other, exchanging pleasantries. You know everybody on here is best friends. So, what's up, Johnny? What's up, Cougar? Sandra said, I think in some cases teachers are not equipped to handle the special teaching style that may be needed. So instead of stepping up to learn themselves, they choose to label the child. That's interesting. It's about, Carolyn is telling Julio what the topic's about. Thank y'all. See? Family.
That's what's up.
Keep everybody in the loop.
Family right here.
I might miss something. Go ahead. Y'all don't even need me and Dee-Dee. We out.
Don't tell them that. Gosh. Don't tell them that.
Okay.
They'll be starting their own Facebook Live. One of the other comments that another parent online made was parents need to hear positive news too. A lot of times they only hear from teachers when something is going wrong, but they need positive feedback regarding their kids also. What's working well? What's going well? What are they doing well?
Yep.
I definitely personally agree with that. I've actually made those.
You're tuned into the Edge on Air, a Beyond Air network station.
Your child was knucklehead. The child I brought up last week, I want you to know that, hey, he did a lot better this week.
So much better.
And that goes such a long way.
It does.
Parents want to work with you now.
Exactly, because they don't feel like their kid is being, pointed out to be picked, singled out to be picked on.
Try our signature
Picked out to be picked on.
haircut starting with a 5-minute
Hey.
neck and shoulder.
Julio says, first of all, our children must be told daily from birth that they are descendants from kings and queens. Just go on and punch it in there. Just punch it in there. Guys, stay tuned. We're at the top of the hour.
I did mention, I tell my grandbabies every day when they get out the car.
We're going to get into what's good
You're
with
awesome,
Jerade
so
the
be
Drummer
awesome.
in a second. We're completely indulged in this topic
Matter of
right
fact, they
here
started saying it
about
back.
providing for our
This
babies.
is really encouraging. So if I drop off there before my son started driving again, I would drop him off at work there in the car with me. When he gets out of the car, they would tell him, okay, go be awesome, because you're awesome. You're awesome, go be awesome. So, they're learning already.
Julio says,
And build up other people. Don't just get built up, but build up other people. They're already learning that.
we as parents have to walk and talk and illustrate the walk of kings and queens, regardless of socioeconomic status.
Producer or
Very
TV
true.
reporter. You'll learn
All of
key
this
skills from industry pros.
When you know your worth, you display your
on
worth,
air
right?
and behind
You
the scenes.
demonstrate your
Still need
worth.
to keep the 9-to-5 job. Their flexible
I dig
class
it. I dig it.
schedules
We
can
got
work
Jerade the
around
Drummer in
any
the
schedule.
building.
Short on
We got
cash,
Ron
and
here.
very
Hey, Ron.
little tuition and financial aid for those who qualify. You'll have access to amazing internships and
Yeah.
job placement assistance when you graduate. At
Man,
top
we
radio
radio
and TV stations
got it going on. We got
like
something coming up from
ESPN.
Frankie
Learn more at
Parker. I just kind of really wanted to hear this song. This is a selfish moment,
That's
but I think everybody else will like it too.
/Chicago Sports.
I'm liking Julio's comments. Hey.
My grandparents and parents taught me from an early age that you don't need money to act right and be respectful and learn. Period.
There you
This
go.
needs to be instilled in our children. You know, that's a very good point, because I had a birthday a couple weeks ago, whatever, right? Everybody knows that. So one of my coworkers was ticked with me because I didn't tell her, and we worked very closely together. But folks who know me, it ain't about me. I just I fly under the radar, right? So
Real serious, but I don't let it
so another coworker that did know brought in some cake. So, and it was Portillo's cake too. That's
Oh,
like
that's
crack.
that business right there.
That's that chocolate crack.
I mean,
So,
talk about it right now because
I had to, I chose to share my cake with my coworkers and my office mates in my office, right? So chop, cutting it up. She was like, "What's this for?" Fast forward, she was salty that I didn't tell her. She was like, man, we work together all the time. You didn't tell me. I said, I would have had something for you. I said, that's why I didn't tell you. Not that I'm ungrateful, but you know, I don't like a lot about me. But it's cool. I appreciate her. Now, fast forward to that. She gave me a balloon and she put it in between my computer screens. I had a young lady that I was servicing. Now, she came in, she sat at my desk, we were talking, and it said happy birthday on the balloon. She was like, it's your birthday? I said, yeah, a couple weeks ago, you know, it's all good. She was like, who gave you that? And I told her who gave it to me, and she was like, that's all she gave you for your birthday? I said, what else is she supposed to give me? She could have gave you a gift card or, you know, some money or something. She could have took you to eat, whatever. Our children are so spoiled with the need of money, with the dynamic of money. You know, the selfishness of money. Not money because you want to stack it in your account. Not money because you need to pay your bills. Not money because you want to make sure your pockets are padded, you know, in case of emergency or whatever the case may be. But, you know, media has, you know, the facade that, you know, just money is destroying our children. Social media is destroying our children. But she talked about that lady so bad till I cut her off. I said, listen, you're not going to talk about what my friends did for me. I appreciate it. I could care less whether or not you do, because you know what? It wasn't for you. But I appreciate it. She thought about me. And that's what kids miss, the thought. The thought. Because the thought itself is an action.
Exactly.
She had good intentions. I'm with it, and I appreciate it. But she didn't give you nothing. She didn't buy you nothing. She didn't give you no money. Didn't give you no. But what else she give you? She gave me a card. Was some money in the card? No. You know, this is what we're teaching our children. This is what we allow the things that they watch or be a part of or consume internally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This is what we're teaching our children. We got to do better. Uncle Mike, what's going on? Julio said the library is free.
Right, that's a good listen. Remind them.
Touch 3 people and say the library
is free.
And it's not the library.
Library.
It's 2 R's.
Both R's.
2 R's.
Both R's. These both R's.
Enunciate.
Yes. So we're gonna get into it with Jerade. Y'all ready? Jerade, you ready?
We gotta go. Yes, I'm ready. Well, you know I'm ready.
Raising a queen means I must take this serious. I approach this in a holistic approach with teachers. Shalom. I can't argue with them.
Ooh, that intro. That outro is going fast. Real fast. You are tuned in to We Radio with Dee-Dee and Brysen here on the Edge, onair.com. And that was none other than Miss Frankie Parker with Oh my goodness, I love me some Frankie. Oh my goodness. I have to tell you, one of the things I love about theedgeonair.com is that we get to play some of the greatest music that you have never heard, because if you are only tuned in to the terrestrial dial in your car, you will not have heard these artists yet. And I say yet because these are up and coming artists. We're right here on the cusp of the future. And we get to meet them long before there are the crowds that are packing the stadiums and standing outside screaming and fainting and looking for an autograph and trying to be groupies. We get to meet them when they're honing their craft, when their freshest lyrics come out, the ones that y'all won't hear until much later, you know, in their career. Like, wait, what? He wrote that? She sang that? That's deep. That's hot. How come I never heard that song? Because y'all wasn't up on game. Now, me, myself, personally, I believe in sharing, you know, share alike. You know, if I like something, I believe in sharing it. So one of the things I like about the edgeonair.com is we, at We Radio, with Dee-Dee and Brysen, we get a chance to share what we like, which is new music from all amazing artists. I'm so stoked because tonight we have Jerade the Drummer in here. And Jerade is not only a drummer, but he is a rap artist. And we have his new single tonight, and I'm going to get I said I, but I meant we as in me and Brysen, because Brysen lines up all of the guests She lights up all of the true talent, and she brings them in here. She gives us all this wonderful information.
Good job.
So excited about Miss Brysen.
Yes.
She brings, she goes and ropes them on in, bring them on in the crowd, and be like, come on over here. Let's talk to you for a little while. Let us get to know you a little better. Let's put you in front of our people so they can meet you, and so they can love on you. They can listen to your music, and they can appreciate you and share your music with other people. So we here at OUI Radio, we get to hang out with Jerade tonight and talk about what Jerade has going on. Woo! Yeah. And his brother Ra is in here in the studio with us tonight as well. So, Jerade, first and foremost, let me read my little cheat sheet that I got for y'all.
Okay.
I got my little cheat sheet. Okay, right. I was trying. I tried. Brysen she be putting us up to be ready. She be making sure we be ready. Okay, so first of all, he is a Chicagoan. He is a native Chicagoan, as in born and raised here.
Wow, honey.
That's what's up. 113th and Wallace. And he said Regulators the Sun inspired him to rap. He's been rapping since he was 17. He's also a drummer. All right, a young tender, as Brysen loves
Young
to say.
tender.
I love the way she said though. Nobody said it like her. Say it in Brysen.
Young tender.
Nobody gets it like she does. Okay, so he's been drumming though since he was 8. You was hanging out at church. I know you was. I already know he was hanging out at church because that's when they started him off real young like that at the church. Yeah, they keep them around the fire, keep them warm, keep them safe. And he's recently performed at Chicago Legends 10th Annual Award Show. He's performed at Mr. Brown's Lounge and KP's Jam Session.
Bring him out. What up,
and
KP?
He has his latest single that we're going to be listening to today called I Gotta Go. Which sends a positive message, something that hip-hop definitely needs, and definitely Chicago. So I'd like y'all all to welcome none other than Jerade.
Get a drummer song. Get a drummer song, y'all. Give him some.
Yeah.
Woo! In the building.
All right, so Mr. Jerade. Okay, first and foremost, I know you said who inspired you to become a rapper, but what about Regulators the Sun?
Right.
The song.
It's actually
the song.
Regulators.
Mm-hmm. The song.
The song. Well, when I was coming up, the rap music, it didn't really have like too much music. It was just boom,
it was all
bap, boom, boom, bap,
all
bap, bap.
right sounds.
So when I heard Regulators, I was like, man, this actually got music, and it is kind of light. It's telling a story. You know, it was street knowledge as well, but it was still telling the story, and then the music just sounded so good. So I was like, man, that seemed like something that I would like to get into, something that I would enjoy doing.
Okay.
Definitely love making music.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna guess if you've been doing it since you was about 8, yeah, I'm gonna guess you probably like it. Because by the time you were 17, you got a choice now to kind of get out and move around.
Exactly.
And you kept going with it.
Going.
Okay. So then, what made you decide that you wanted to be a positive influence as far as being a hip hop artist?
Exactly, because it's basically I wanted to separate myself from everybody else. I know a lot of people like to curse in their rhymes to express themselves, but I'm more so like coming from the Malcolm X side, where he says, well, you can express yourself without cursing, as long as you're using vocabulary.
Okay.
And I've always loved vocabulary. That's why I like rappers like Common,
Okay.
Talib Kweli, and even Will Smith, the way he keeps it clean
Okay.
and wholesome. So,
Okay.
you know, he back in the day, he was doing Girls Around the World, you know.
Wait, that was like you on the intro though for Summertime, wasn't it? When he was like, drums, please. He was like, that's me. That was you.
It's like, yes, I can do all of that. I can do the whole thing.
Man. He's like, wait, this is my part.
It's my part
Definitely.
right here. Right here. I have to tell you.
Cousin.
Ooh, Bay is in the house. Sorry, I'm excited. I've been waiting to see her. I've been waiting for her to pop up. Hey, Bay. I've been waiting.
What
Sorry.
happened, babe? Okay.
She's our virtual bartender, and she is also an Edge. She is also a OUI Radio and Edge on Air artist. So I've been waiting for her to show up because I knew she was coming. So I'm so excited because she made it. Hey girl. All right. Hey girl. Hey. All right. Back to over here picking on him. Sorry. Give me. I'm pick on him for a little while, and then I'm gonna order my drink. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. You can order your own. You grown now.
All right.
You was all grown up in here. You can order your own drink.
Dee-Dee's on one again. Here she go.
I'm just saying. It's just saying. Okay, so, all right, so you decided you want to be a positive rapper. Okay, you want to be positive with your hip hop. So what kind of things inspire you to write?
That's a good question.
Keep it going.
Basically, what I see every day, things that I go through,
Carry on this topic on your own. Feel free to
just
do so.
realism, nonfiction stories. That's actually what inspires me to write. And then when I get to write, I just sit down and listen.
Okay.
Because sometimes the song is already written in your heart, in your mind, in your body.
You just have to get it out.
In your soul. And all you have to do is just sit down and just listen.
Oh.
And then it just flows like that.
Okay, I was gonna ask you what was the most difficult rap that you've written thus far.
One that I'm working on right now.
Yeah.
You know that one.
Oh my God.
It's called Life Is Coming.
Okay.
And
what's it about?
it's about life. About life actually coming to you, the good things that comes to you, the bad things that comes to you, the way you treat it when it comes to you, and then it ends on a positive note because I have to keep it positive. It ends on a positive note as far as like all the good things that you will have in store for you if you have the right mindset. And if you believe in yourself, there's nothing on this earth that you can't achieve and can't get as long as you put in the work and just believe in yourself as well.
Okay.
But yeah, that one is it's a little tough for me because I want to make sure I touch everything that I'm supposed to touch.
Okay. You want to cover all bases.
Yes, it's so serious. So I definitely want to
You
make
don't
sure
want to miss anything.
I don't want to mess that up. So I'm gonna get to myself, get my little zone, sit down and I wrote the first verse already. So I'm gonna write one more and then just see what the guys got to say to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what is your favorite rap that you have written thus far?
Right now, it would have to be "The World Needs to Wake Up." You guys, I didn't send that one in. It's a very serious song. It's just actually about everything that's going on today. I can remember back in the day when people would get into a car accident or something like that. The person would actually jump out and be genuinely concerned. Like, are you okay? I'm okay. This and now, when if it's something like that, you gotta like watch out. Like, man, I just seen. I saw something a couple of weeks ago. These guys, they was just out there, and one guy, he got out of his car. He was already out, and then the other man jumped out of his car. He pulled out
oh my God!
He pulled out of your dig. It was so big, I wasn't even sure what it was. What he pulled out. Tried to shoot the man in the foot. Luckily, he missed. Then first he slapped the man. He slapped him.
Oh my God!
Then he pulled the gun out and shot it at his foot. Luckily, he missed. And he got in his car and just pulled off like it was nothing. And I saw the boys. They call them 12 now. I saw 12. They was coming right up behind them, but paddy wagon. They act like they ain't see nothing. They was at least like a block away from it. But like I said, I say that to say that it's no compassion in the world right now. So yeah,
the world has definitely waxed cold.
Yes, and that's something I wrote as well too. But the world needs to wake up. That's like my favorite song.
Okay.
It says, the world needs to wake up. I'm sick and tired of the propaganda and politicians constantly trying to snake us. Separated like a bad breakup. Once married to evolution, yo, we need to make up. No time to hide behind a mask or put on a disguise. But it's time to unify, come together and rise. My example, a peacemaker winning Nobel Prize. A doctor of mankind, see the world through a king's eyes. And I'm looking with keen eyes, and I don't like what I see. When I'm viewing on my TV, I see him shooting at me. And instead of it getting better, seem like it's getting worse. How many more individuals ending up in the hearse? Desolate state of mind is like when people was cursed. Continuously left behind, not recognizing our worth. Already 2 strikes against you from the time of your birth. But I ain't making no excuses, I'm just filled with the hurt.
Wow.
Boom.
Okay. Anybody got questions?
Yeah,
Right.
I think we all need a round.
Y'all want to know where y'all can see them
we all need a round of shots on that one. Bay, hook us up.
Yeah,
Go
go
he brought
ahead.
that heat.
I'm gonna need some Patron.
Brain is sizzling now.
You can go ahead. Yeah, you can just put mine in a chill glass. I don't want no ice. I don't even know. I don't need no chaser. Just go ahead and give me a shot. That actually make that a double. What you got there?
Let me get I'll probably get the little absolute cranberry.
Okay, well, absolute cranberry. Little absolute cranberry for the man over here. None other than Mr. Jerade the Drummer, aka the rapper. Which one, Ron? Oh,
whiskey and ginger ale.
Oh, whiskey and ginger ale. Oh, listen, they got like taco meat on his chest. No, he said some taco meat on his chest. I'm not gonna play with y'all.
I'm with him. I like that. I like that whiskey. I ordered me some Crown Royal, so I'm with it.
Okay.
I missed it. I missed your order. Okay, so
Tennessee, you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey.
I love that song. Oh my goodness. Okay, speaking of songs, what you want to tell us about what we're about to play?
Gotta go.
Yeah, this is definitely a positive vibe song. When I came out with it, I was like, I want to change people's mind states.
Okay.
I want them to not stay in the same place.
Okay,
I want them to know that they can elevate. And also, the last 2 letters in the alphabet of Chicago is G-O. Go.
Okay.
So, we on the go. We gotta go.
Okay.
Go town. What's up?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. So we gonna listen to I Gotta Go, and while we listen to that, he gonna be thinking about how he is going to see that he has arrived at success as a rapper. He gonna think about that, so we can talk about that when we come back.
That's fine. I like that.
Oh, you like it? Okay, good. Let's go ahead and hit it with
Introduce
the
your
music.
song, Jerade.
This is my song. I gotta go. Let's go.
Jerade the Drummer. Here we go.
Jerade the Drummer. Definitely put that on my own.
Okay. It's time. Wake up, everybody.
I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta get up and go. I gotta go.
Julio, you lighting them up, man. You dropping mad knowledge on them. You guys make sure you read all Julio's comments.
Okay.
In the meantime, check out Jerade. He's doing his thing.
I walk at the door, they counting on me to get ready to blow. Too many representing, I'm the hero. Too many people looking up to me. Can't let them down, not an option for me.
Place your drink order.
Rocking with me, I touch down even if you ain't rocking for me. No negativity, only dealing with positive energy. Yeah, it's haters and doubters surrounding me. I don't pay them no mind, they ain't stopping me. Like Brady and Jordan from top of me.
I don't know mine, they ain't stopping me. That's what's up.
My confidence grows every day that I rise. Gotta get up and go keep my eye on the prize. I gotta go. Manifesting on my hopes and dreams. I gotta go. I'm strategizing like I'm coaching a team. I got places to go, I got people to see, I got things to do. You want people surviving, it's time to start living. I don't know about you. That's what I see for myself. Speak over my life, I got riches and wealth. Take it in stride one day at a time. No malice inside, I'm nothing but blessed. I gotta
Do you
go.
see what time it is already?
I gotta go.
This is madness.
I gotta go.
It's like the time goes faster and faster by every
Go.
yes, sir, it is.
Might have to separate y'all.
I gotta go. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go. I gotta get up and go. I gotta get up and leave. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go. I got a lot on my play. Got a big appetite, so I feed it with faith. And I'm hungry for more, my success I can taste. Keep hustling and grinding, whatever it takes. This opportunity, so many mistakes. Leave it off in the past with my foot on the gas. Getting closer and closer to my destiny. A blessing that I like, and I feel blessed. You got a new way of thinking, new way to move. Go with the flow and I'm keeping it smooth. Been going up against the grain for so long. Me against the world and we get along. Me and Mother Earth in perfect harmony. She showed me all the signs like this astrology. Double dose to the universe is my pharmacy. High flight is fulfilling my prophecy. I gotta go. We ain't never tasted defeat. I gotta go. Achieve my heights that ain't ever been reached. I've been waiting for something to happen, but now it's just time to go get it. I look forward to the day to arrive. Say that I did it. That's what I see for myself. High vibrational vibes, can't feel nothing else. No drama, no lies. I'm seven the task with my head in the skies. I'm nothing but glass. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go. I gotta get up and go. I gotta get up and leave. I gotta get up and go. I gotta 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 get up and go. I gotta go. I gotta get up and go. I gotta get up and leave. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go.
Jerade the Drummer, man. Jerade the Drummer. Follow him on IG. Jerade the Drummer.
I gotta get up and leave. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go. You want manifesting on my hopes and dreams.
Shantae says, "Stand up, Chicago. I love this song."
Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta get up and leave. I gotta get up and go. I gotta go.
All right. That's what I'm talking about right there. I gotta go. Okay, so let me ask you this before we ask the question.
Okay.
So if somebody were getting in their car, this song was on, they were only going to be in their car for 15 seconds. What would you want them to hear out of the song more than anything else?
The main thing that I would want them to hear is when I say I'm strategizing like I'm coaching a team. So that means, like I said, proper preparation prevents poor performance.
Okay.
So sometimes in life you do have to be strategic. Sometimes things do fall out the sky and happen for you. But
Okay.
that only happens when you are strategic.
Oh,
So
Prepared.
and prepared.
and prepared.
Yes.
You still have to be all of those things for something to fall out the sky.
Because
And
it can fall out the sky, but and then
But how you going?
God will
Yeah,
also exactly, and that's just like. But before I was finna say that, I gotta have to piggyback to what you just said. How you gonna handle it? Because I have a metaphor for that.
Okay.
But God also uses people. You know, we're His eyes, we're His hands, we're His feet. So, like I said, if He sees you doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you keep doing and keep grinding, some things can fall out the sky for you, but you do have to be prepared. And going back to what you said, that's like giving a baby a car, a brand new car. So, you know.
Some things just shouldn't be done.
Don't do
Say-
this.
say less right there.
Here you go. Say less. So listen, that picture was. There's nothing else to add to that. I mean, what you gonna do after that? I mean,
like to shut it down.
yeah, you shut it all the way down. Like there's nothing to add to that. Clearly, I mean, you could give a baby a car, but why? I mean, listen, I'm just saying, it just makes sense. I mean, shit. There you have it. Okay, so. How will you know that you have arrived with your hip hop career? What thing or things, what events, whatever is gonna say to you, this is what I sought out to accomplish. I have arrived. This is exactly where I was supposed to be, or where I was charted for in my career.
That is a wonderful question, and the answer has nothing to do with material things or anything like that. My answer is basically when I feel like I have arrived, when I'm able to help out my community, when I'm able to come by and give like 20 homeless people $20 and it's not bothering me, or 100 homeless people $20, or able to put them in a hotel, and you know, just being able to make an impact a real impact on society, not just my community, but on society. On my Facebook page, it says my mission is to bring heaven on earth.
Okay.
So I was teasing with the I gotta go. I was like, heaven on earth. I'm bringing heaven on earth.
Okay.
Heaven on earth. So that's when I would know that I have arrived, when I'm able to help out my brother man as well as myself.
Okay.
You know, because you can't help anybody else out if yourself is not taken care of as well. But yeah, that's when I will feel like I have arrived, when I'm able to bless as many people as I can, because I'm nothing but blessed.
Okay.
Word.
That's what's up.
Word.
Oh my gosh, Jerade the Drummer. He over here spitting all kinds of knowledge. I think I should be touching you, talking some sizzle. The hotness is right over here. What are we talking about? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to play some music. We're going to pay a few bills. And when we come back, we're going to end up this level of conversation that we've been having about how to equip our kids for this school year and beyond, actually, for their scholastic career. We're going to talk about all of that when we come back and close out our show. Oh my gosh, I can't even believe what time it is already. We have a few minutes left. Okay, let's go ahead and pay these bills and play some good music before we go. Go ahead and hit it, Brysen.
We radio the edge on air.
She said she ain't doing none of the business today. She distracted. She said, let me get it.
8000 or visit 530 South State Street.
Hey, good job. Okay. Wakanda forever.
The Illinois Media School.
Man, you got them mofo logos today?
I certainly do.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for keeping the party going on your own. You guys know what to do. When we got studios, when we got guests in the studios, we're all family. You guys, I love how you guys engage, continue to engage with each other. Do your thing. Shout out to our bartender, our virtual bartender, our resident bartender, Bay. We got big things coming up with Bay. I ain't gonna tell you just
everybody else. You get a yes. You get a yes. You get a yes.
But it's all the way live, man. All the way live. Check us out. Go follow Jerade the Drummer. Check out some of the lights. We're already checking in with me and I'm looking at you right now. So we appreciate you guys, man. This is my guy, Spills. Don't worry, love voodoo.
He said, I don't think so. I know for a fact I got the notification. And I got a little messenger saying, wait till your new friend. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'll never do that. I'll never do that.
Because I was seeing so much stuff out in the show.
And that's what we need to talk about when we come back. What performances you have coming up and how people get in contact with you, how they can follow you, how they can find you, all of that good jazz. Where they can find your music, all of that good stuff. We'll talk about that when we get ready to close out.
Open it up, buddy. Open it up. Open up the dance floor.
Woo!
All the way live.
She opened up what? The dance floor? Damn, we dancing today? Yes. Okay. I see you. Oh, Rob here about to get it.
Yeah, he got it.
Lit, he ready. He ready. He ready. Go ahead and get to him. Go ahead, let him have it. He said, I got it. Look. Go ahead and let it get him. He said, yes. He said, I got it. What? I'm gonna learn how to dance one of these days. All I got is these shoulders and this head. That's all I got.
They said, man, that's all you need. All you really need is the facial expression, man.
Right.
You got your face right. Turn them lips up. Bite on that bottom doing something. That's it.
That's it. That's all. It's all attitude. It's
Man.
not really the move.
Put some stank on it.
Put
All
some
I
stank
got
on
to
it.
put some stank on it.
Okay. Okay then.
Last few minutes, we got bottles. What? We got bottle service in
Let's
this camp?
do this. Yes.
Hey.
I'll be a bottle.
On a Wednesday.
Listen. I knew it was gonna be all the way live when Bay got here. That's why I kept looking. I'm like, where is Bay at? Where is she? Like they didn't let her out the regular 95 on time today. Where's she at?
She was in Bible study.
Oh.
She was.
I ain't mad with you, baby. I ain't mad. I hope you pray for me because I clearly need it.
What's up to the Edge on Air family? Everybody who's direct on the Edge on Air Facebook Live page, thank you so much.
Last call on the list.
Divine Trees, Christina.
Hey!
Angie, what's going on? Hey, George. There's a couple of people on there. Thank you so much. Man, hit the share button. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. Hit the share button.
Share and like.
Share, like. I say that all the time. Do I not? Share, like. Share, like. Like it, share it. Plain and simple thing.
Yo, this is Bay, your bartender that's serving you up right now.
Yes.
She's getting you faded right now.
Getting you
She's getting you faded. Right here. Y'all show Bay some love, man. She gives everybody on this page love every single week.
Yeah, babe, what down?
Y'all show her some love. Check out her music right now.
Yes.
Down. Come scoop me.
I love when she had her own little musical effects. I'm so excited because Beck is going to be in the studio in just a few short weeks. Yeah.
Come get me, Beck.
Listen, we might be parking lot pepping. I don't think we're going to be able to be up in here, but out there, it could be all the way live. He said, say less. I said, what? We got this. We done this. What are you talking about? He said nothing. One word. That's all he said. He said one word.
I'ma put the stick in your argument down right. And if you play your cards right,
Cheers,
we'll
play your cards right.
And we won't pick back up until morning.
All right. Get them, girl.
To the morning light, to the break of dawn.
She said the morning light, not the break of dawn. She said beyond the break of dawn.
Oh, okay.
She said the whole morning light.
Oh, okay.
I'm just translating. Oh, good. I'm glad. Bring us your new music. Bring us the updates. We're happy to have you around. I'm going to need you to go ahead and do that. Because that must be that must be that banger right there. So I'm ready. I like this one. I gotta go. So I'm really excited to see what's coming. Okay. That's gonna be my personal. Okay. Okay. All right. I like it. We cool.
They over here making their own plans, arrangements. I just set it up, y'all. I set it up, I push the buttons, and after that, it's whatever. It's whatever. All I asked is that she bring me some mints. That's it. And I'm
listen, and she is not playing. When I come in, if I haven't already put the mints out, she'll say, you bringing the trees? AKA trees. Good mints. Listen, I try to have them available. Yeah, your mouth gets dry.
I want the mic.
Listen, it's probably going to...
Well, this mic, so we're not even going to talk about it.
We're not even... I swear, this 2 weeks running. Brysen is 2 weeks running.
Talk about this mic. I've come a long way.
She really had... Oh, my God. I'm trying to think. I think it was like the first show that we did together. We were sitting here. And she must have leaned in, and the mic hit her lip, and I thought she was going to just jump up and run out of the building. She was so done. Like, oh, hell no.
No lies told. No lies told.
I was like, oh, we in trouble deep over here. She was straight traumatized. I said, oh, Lord. Then after that, she started coming in, and she was lights all down. The phones and all the good things. She Lysol down everything every time she come in. And she would like put a Lysol wipe on the foamy and just let it sit. I was special. I don't know how to feel about this whole interaction right now. Right. That's what
I'm way I'm messing with you. He's going on words.
Look, me and Rod, we just the bookends. Me and Rod just the bookends. We just over here holding it up. That's it. About to crawl under this table in a minute. Slide over in this corner.
She just called me out on something. I had to be like, wait, hold on. It's right here. I got you.
He's like, we gotta connect. I'm like, well, we already are. I'm like, okay, I don't feel special no more. I was like, oh.
I'm like, oh, hold up. No, I gotta be
nope, not special. Not special. Sorry. I'm gonna be alright. Okay. Joy comes in the morning.
Y'all nuts.
Somebody said that.
Rod, get them. I'm all in the computer like click.
So now I'm about to tell you about yourself. You clearly ain't been tuning into our show prior to today, but let this be the last day that you have gone without being a part of the We Radio family. And make sure you share a lot with all the groups and people that you got following you. Share them with us so we can share with them. There you go. And that means you too. Okay. All right.
What's up?
All right. There we go.
All right, we're live in 50 seconds.
All right. Forward is fine. And give me a moment for the laugh hysteria to calm down.
Well, after this sweeper, actually.
Okay.
I feel like we're doing this whole thing.
No, I was just throwing a whole bunch in there. I got distracted by shiny objects. You know how it happens. You know how I do. Give me music. I got something. I got to put it up there.
No, you
listen. We got desserts?
The Mofo Loco stuff is here.
Oh, dang, y'all missed it. They got tacos? Yes. Steak tacos for me. Ooh, that was A. Jones, like we never did it before. That's what I'm talking about right there. Doing it like we never did it before.
Once ain't enough, she hollered, give me some more.
Yes, once ain't enough.
Come on, sir.
Yes. Please, sir, may I have another? That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, I'm gonna get my life together. Oops, is that Lisa Marie? Do I see Lisa Marie Stewart? Hey, no, hey girl, hey. Okay, I'm gonna try to get my whole life together.
Yeah. Yo, we radio in the building. Dee-Dee, Brysen. We got Jerade the Drummer. And my guy Ra in the building. Bringing that positive energy in here, man. These guys are awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. They got good vibes, good energy, a whole bunch of humility, down to earth, a whole bunch of positive creativity, and all those things that one would say about two distinguished young black gentlemen, man. I'm proud to, share this space with them. Big things going on. We just heard his single, I Gotta Go, dedicated to Chicago and our communities, beyond. And I mean, he's dope. Jerade, he's in the building.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
And I have asked Jerade before he disappears tonight to make sure that he shares with us what performances he has coming up, where we can find him.
Where you at?
Where you at, man? Where you at? Where you at?
The next thing I have coming up, I will be at the Refuge with Nate the Great. They call him Nathaniel Cole. So he's showcasing some more Chicago artists.
That's what's up.
I actually have a couple of more talk radio, internet shows. I'll be doing EMS radio.
Okay.
I think you guys have heard of them. Then I'll be going on their sister station. The other things I have coming up, you can go on my Facebook page, which is Jerade the Drummer. Also on Instagram. Just want to send a couple of shouts out. Shout out to Shantae Bridge. Shout out to my boy Stevie Steve. Shout out to my boy Rob, my boy Carl. Shout out to everybody I grew up with in the hundreds. Shout out to my boy. It is what it is.
You say it is what it is.
How do you spell Jerade? Jerade the Drummer, if he was following you.
That is key.
Yes, that
Let's
is,
know.
because my mom spelled it so strangely. I've been called Jerade, but Jerade, TheDrummer. Jerade the Drummer.
Okay, very good.
He went to Jared.
Yes.
He went to, we went to Jared's, I guess, because we went and found him. How about that? Oh my gosh, we tried. Okay, so where can they find your music?
Oh, yes. I almost forgot about that.
They can find it on We Radio on the EdgeOnAir.com.
They definitely can find it there.
That's true. And I will be releasing it on all major platforms. I just need one more week to straighten some things out, so it will be released on all major platforms.
Oh, see, y'all heard that we got an exclusive. Like, y'all heard it before it actually gets released, where y'all can't get it anywhere else. Y'all heard that, right?
That's true.
We radio. That's what I'm talking about right there.
We ready.
We ready.
Thank you so
we
much,
ready.
Brysen. I was like, man,
I like that.
I saw her. I saw her actually at the refuge, and I was like, man, what is she doing? And I asked her what she was. She's like, yeah, she was getting all the good acts, and we connected and touched bases. I sent her my performances, and she said, hey, I'm gonna get you on the show. And I'm like, yeah, I know she is. She gonna give me a. Next thing I know, it was way quicker than I thought. Like abracadabra.
Listen, she don't play no games. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So I'm so glad to be here. I appreciate her so much. We got our twin bracelets.
I know. I saw them. Wakanda forever. I saw them. Get it right. Get them shoulders on them. Yes. I'm sad because at this point I need to tell y'all it's time for us to get ready to go. I can't even. We gotta go.
I gotta go.
I gotta go. We gotta go.
Look at going.
Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Yes. Oh, snap. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna rein it back in. Okay, so I just want to say thank you guys.
I'm gonna have to start getting ugly guys. I'm gonna have to start finding ugly guys. But I attract, good looking folk. So I mean, it's hard. You understand? But I'm gonna have to start getting ugly guys so Dee-Dee can keep her composure. Y'all see this little schoolgirl? Look at her.
Y'all are funny.
Look at her.
She is hilarious. Okay, I feel like we've just had a very productive interview session. I don't know what you're talking about exactly. Yeah. Okay. So I was about to say before I was interrupted by my darling turntable sister Brysen, before I was so rudely interrupted, that I am very sad that we have to go. Our time has drawn way nigh. It's time for us to get ready to roll up out of here. But I want to make sure that we do say thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Thank you, Jerade the Drummer. Thank you, Rod. I want to say thank you to our contributors. Definitely want to say thanks to Bay, our virtual bartender.
Hey, go check it out.
The proprietor of Chez Oui. I'm real happy that she showed up and showed out, and the Mofo Tacos came through. So glad they showed up with the virtual tacos, the taco truck. So glad that they made it. I am thankful also for our contributors that weren't able to send anything for this week, but they're always revved up and ready to go. So I want to say a special thanks to our CPA Josie, and also want to say thanks so much to our sexual wellness coach J Brown. I want to say thanks to you guys so much. I want to say thanks to all of We Radio Land for tuning in, whether you're on the Edge on Air, whether you're on Facebook Live, if you're doing a combination platter. I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in, because you guys are helping us to make our dreams come true of being able to bring great music and great messages and to introduce these artists to you and to be able to work in the wonderful world of broadcasting here on We Radio on the edgeonair.com. I want to say that. And I want to make sure that I covered all those bases, but I also want to say what I try to make sure that I communicate every week when we meet up. If you want to see a difference where we work, where you play, where you stay, show love, because it truly is the superpower. Brysen?
Yeah, Jared, I appreciate you coming through. You know what I appreciate about you the most? I appreciate your persistence. This cat was persistent. He was not playing with me. He was not playing. The night we met, he was in my DMs, y'all. Professionally though. But I mean, yeah, it was going down in the DMs. But he was persistent, and you know, and I appreciate that, you know, because you have to start somewhere. You have to believe in yourself, and you know, this young man has a whole bunch of talent that needs to be displayed, and I'm more than happy, you know, to be a part of that. So, Jared, you're amazing. Keep going. Just keep going. Period.
Yes.
Keep going. There's no
Absolutely.
other way, but you know, other than to keep going. Ra, I like your vibe.
Right?
I like your
vibe.
strength. I like your energy.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep going too. Keep teaching them babies. We're gonna keep doing it together.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
We'll get it done.
For sure. Everybody on Facebook, you already know what time it is. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you check out Dee-Dee at Sounds of Delight. You can check me out at the original Brysen. You can check Jerade out at Jerade the Drummer. That's JERADETHEDRUMMER.
Go ahead, Brysen.
You see how I
Go, Brysen. Go, Brysen. She said, listen, I got
I need
this.
my fingers
She
and
said,
my
I got
toes.
this. I'm going to get this.
You know, because that's how you teach the kids.
Right,
You
there
be
you
like,
go. Rhythm.
music.
We
I
all
can't
part of
help
the
it.
Rhythm Nation.
I
Go
can't
on.
help it. All right, Rob, what's your handle? Where we find you?
Capri Atum. So it's Capri Atum. It's Egyptian. It's KHEPRI_ATUM. My actual name is Ra Amen. So shout out to Egypt.
Okay, then the motherland, the motherland. Don't y'all forget that Egypt is in Africa, because some folks try to make y'all think that it's not. It is in Africa.
Nice.
Just so you know.
Good job.
All right. So, man, check on your kids. We appreciate you guys participating in our conversation piece. Get them kids ready. It's our responsibility. Get them kids ready. We all have assignments. All right. Let's get these kids together. That's what we're here for. What else? I think that's it. That's going to be it today, because that's all I remember. All right.
We got everybody.
So get out there, man. Go check on somebody. Wrap it up. Have a safe, this is Labor Day. This is Labor Day. Have a safe Labor Day weekend. Go spend some time with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Call and check on the old folks. Go check on somebody. Go do something that you haven't done before and enjoy it, and make sure it's the right thing, though. Don't go rob no bank if you ain't never robbed no bank. And be like Brysen said, go rob the bank.
My mind wasn't just for nowhere.
All right. You know, go do something positive that you've never done before. Re-energize, okay? Man, share love, live love, be love. Do it today, because tomorrow is not promised. So keep it locked. We radio, man. That's it. We good, Dee-Dee. We'll holla.
Don't touch that dial, because you don't know what's coming up next.
We still gotta say goodbye to our We Radio family on Facebook.
Okay, Capri. I see you.
Yes. Make it all right. That's what I'm talking about.
In my song,
In the road.
So, the Edge on Air, we appreciate you guys, everybody that's up here, right here, everybody that's right there. What's up? Tell them, holla at them. Holla at them, Jared.
So glad that y'all supported. Got some big things coming up. You gonna love your boy once I get out here, but you gonna love me even if I'm not out here. Cause I'm the seasons. Shot-town.
Facebook Live, y'all been good. Y'all been real good. Y'all behaved yourselves today. Y'all knew how to act when we had company.
I'm so proud of y'all.
That's definitely what's up. So keep this thing going. We appreciate you guys' support. You already know what time it is. Period, point blank. Babe, thank you for doing your thing. Auntie Sandra, thank you for tuning in. You tuned in my whole show. I appreciate that. All the way from Florida.
That's what's up.
My peeps.
That's what's up.
That's my mama other sister.
All right,
my
now.
mama got 3 million siblings.
3 million?
Yeah, but that's good. We out, Dee-Dee. Oh, look at Rob over there. Jerry, look at. Y'all see our new placard up there?
I know. We all shiny and new up in here.
The greatest music you never heard.
The greatest music you never heard. Yes, indeed.
All right. We radio, Dee-Dee will.
We're
We got
I like that.